plus x square plus x plus 1. What you have to check? You have to check whether x plus 1 is a factor of this polynomial. So what do you have to do? Yes, let us assume the first given polynomial, that is equal to p of x. If x plus 1 is a factor, what will be the remainder, children? You have to put this is equal to 0, then what is x? X is equal to minus 1. So if you find p of minus 1, what you will be getting? You will be getting the remainder. If the remainder is 0, yes, this will be a factor. You see, you are given a polynomial and you have to check whether x plus 1 is a factor. You see, factor means if you divide this polynomial by this polynomial, if the remainder becomes 0, this will be a factor. 5 is a factor of 20 because 20 by 5, when you divide, you get the remainder 0. So 5 is a factor of 20. Similarly, when you divide this polynomial by this polynomial, if the remainder becomes 0, this will be a factor of this polynomial. So what you are going to find out? We are going to find out what is the remainder. To find the remainder, what we have to do? Given polynomial, to check whether x plus 1 is a factor. So you have to equate x plus 1 is equal to 0, then find the value of x. X is equal to minus 1. So the value of minus 1, p of minus 1 will give you the remainder. If the remainder is 0, it will be a factor. If the remainder is not 0, it is not a factor. Okay, so let us find out what is p of minus 1. So instead of x, what you have to substitute? Minus 1 you have to substitute. So it becomes, yes, plus minus 1 plus 1. Instead of x, you substituted minus 1. So that is equal to, what is minus 1 cube? That is minus 1. What is minus 1 square? That is plus 1. This is minus 1, it is plus 1. So plus 1 minus 1 cancel, plus 1 minus 1 cancel. Yes, 2 minus 2, isn't it? So the answer is 0. So what do you conclude? We conclude that x plus 1 is a factor. X plus 1 is a factor of p of x, that is the given polynomial. Now let us solve the second one. The polynomial, given polynomial is p of x is equal to x raised to 4 plus x raised to 3 plus x square plus x plus 1. You have to check whether x plus 1 is a factor. To check whether x plus 1 is a factor, what you have to find out? You have to find the remainder. So remainder will be p of minus 1 because x plus 1 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 1. So if you substitute minus 1 for x, what you will be getting? You will be getting the remainder. If the remainder is 0, it will be a factor of this. Otherwise, it is not a factor. Okay. So p of minus 1 is equal to minus 1 raised to 4 plus minus 1 cube plus minus 1 square plus minus 1 plus 1. That is equal to, what is minus 1 raised to 4? It is an even number, so that will be plus. Plus minus 1 cube, it is an odd number, so it will be minus 1 because minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 1, that is plus 1. Plus 1 into minus 1, minus 1. So if it is odd, that will be minus. If it is even, that will be plus. Okay, so plus minus 1 square, that is plus 1. Plus into minus, that is minus 1. Plus 1, that is equal to plus 1, 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1, that is 3. Negative numbers, minus 1, that is minus 2. So what is the answer? When you solve, you will be getting 1. The remainder is not 0. So what you conclude? Whether x plus 1 is a factor? No. X plus 1 is not a factor, of given polynomial, that is p of x. I think it is clear. So to check whether given polynomial is a factor of other, you find the remainder. If the remainder is 0, that will be a factor. Otherwise, it is not a factor. Now let us read question number 2. Use the factor theorem to determine whether g of x is a factor of p of x in each of the following. Let us solve the first one. What is p of x? It is given that p of x is equal to 2x cube plus x square minus 2x minus 1. It is p of x. You are given g of x. What is g of x? G of x is equal to x plus 1. You have to check whether it is a factor of this. How can you find whether it is a factor of this? Find the remainder. If the remainder is 0, that will be a factor. So we are going to find the remainder. How can you find the remainder? You see, you are dividing this polynomial by x plus 1. So, you have to equate x plus 1 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 1. So, if you substitute here or if you find what is p of minus 1, that will give you the remainder. So, we are going to find out the remainder. If the remainder is 0, it is a x plus 1 is a factor. If it is not 0, it is not a factor. Just as we have done here, the same procedure. So, instead of x, what you have to substitute? You have to substitute minus 1. So, it becomes 2 into minus 1 cube plus minus 1 square minus 2 into minus 1 minus 1. That is equal to what is minus 1 cube? Minus into minus 3 minuses. So, it becomes minus 1. Minus 1 into 2, that is minus 2. Plus, what is minus 1 square? It is even. So, it becomes plus 1. Now, minus 2 into minus 1. Minus into minus plus. 2 into 1, that is 2. Minus 1. That is equal to. So, you see 2 plus 1, 3. 3 minus 3, 0. So, the remainder is 0. That is minus 2 plus 2 cancel. Plus 1 minus 1 cancel. You get the remainder as 0. Since the remainder is 0, what do we conclude? We conclude that x plus 1, yes, x plus 1 is a factor of the given polynomial. I think it is clear to you. Now we can solve the remaining problem. Now let us solve question number 3. Find the value of k if x minus 1 is a factor of p of x in the following cases. So you are given the first one, the first polynomial p of x is equal to x square plus x plus k. It's a polynomial. It is given that x minus 1 is a factor. It is given that x minus 1 is a factor. So, if x minus 1 is a factor, when you divide this polynomial by this polynomial, what will be the remainder, children? Since x minus 1 is a factor, the remainder will be 0. I repeat, 4 is a factor of 20 because when you divide 20 by 4, the remainder is 0. So, if the remainder is 0, it is a factor. It is given that x minus 1 is a factor. That means the remainder will be what? Remainder will be 0. Now, you know how to find the remainder? You see, x minus 1 is a factor. So, what is x from here? Yes, x is equal to 1. X minus 1 is equal to 0. X is equal to 1. So, p of 1 will give you what? The remainder. But x minus 1 is a factor. So, p of 1 will be equal to what? P of 1 will be equal to 0 because x minus 1 is a factor. When this polynomial is a factor of this polynomial and when you divide, the remainder will be 0. So, p of 1 will be what? P of 1 will be 0. In the earlier cases, we found what is the remainder. But here, what we are doing? Yes, it is given that it is a factor. So, it is given that the remainder is 0. Now, you have to find out what is k. So, it is given that p of 1 is equal to 0. Why? Because x minus 1 is a factor. So, remainder will be 0. So, you have to put p of 1 is equal to 0. What is p of 1? Instead of x, you have to substitute 1. So, it becomes 1 square plus x, that is 1, plus k is equal to 0. That is 1 plus 1, that is 2 plus k is equal to 0. What is k? K is equal to, take 2 to the other side. K is equal to minus 2. So, what is the value of k? The value of k is equal to minus 2. If you put minus 2 for k, this will be a factor of this polynomial. Okay, let us solve one more, the second one. One more let us solve. You have to check whether you are given that p of x is equal to 2x square plus kx plus root 2. It is given that x minus 1 is a factor. The same question. X minus 1 is a factor. If x minus 1 is a factor, the remainder will be 0. What will p of 1 will be equal to 0? Because x minus 1 is a factor. So, p of 1 will be equal to 0. So, instead of x, what you have to do? It's like the same problem. Instead of x, you have to substitute 1. So, it becomes 2x square, that is 2 into 1 square plus k into 1 plus root 2 is equal to 0. 2 into 1 square, that is 2, k into 1, that is k, plus root 2 is equal to 0. So, what is k from here, children? You have to take 2 to the other side. So, it becomes minus 2, root 2 to the other side. So, it becomes minus root 2. So, or if you want, you can write minus, you can take outside. So, it becomes 2 plus root 2, isn't it? So, this is the value of k when x minus 1 is a factor of this polynomial. Now, let us solve question number 4. Factorize the first one. 12x square minus 7x plus 1. You have to factorize it. So it's a quadratic polynomial because its degree is 2. So it will have 2 zeros. Now how can you factorize this? By using splitting the middle term method. Let us factorize this using the splitting the middle term method. You see, here when you multiply you should get 12 into 1. What is 12 into 1? Yes, you should get 12. When you add you should get the coefficient of x, that is minus 7. So when you add you should get coefficient of x square into constant term, that is 12 into 1, 12. When you add you should get the coefficient of x, that is minus 7. You have to find two numbers. Can you tell me what are the two numbers? That when you multiply you should get 12, when you add you should get minus 7. Yes, the numbers are minus 4 and minus 3. You see, minus 4 into minus 3, that is plus 12. Minus 4 plus minus 3, that is minus 7. So let us split the middle term. So that is equal to 12x square minus 7x we are going to split. So instead of minus 7x, what you can write? You can write minus 4x minus 3x, because what is minus 4x minus 3x? Minus 7x. Okay, plus 1. That is equal to, what is common here, children? Here x is common, at the same time 4 is also common. So 4x you take outside from these two terms. So from 12x square, when you take 4x outside, what is remaining? 3 4s are 12 and x. What is 4x into 3x? 12x square. Now for minus 4x, you took 4x outside. So what is remaining? Minus 1 is remaining. That is 4x into minus 1, that is minus 4x. Now for the next two terms, what is common? Only 1 is common. So let us take that 1 outside. Minus 1 we have taken outside. So what is remaining? 3x. What is minus 1 into 3x? Minus 3x. What is minus 1 into minus 1? That is plus 1. Now you see, you got 3x minus 1, 3x minus 1 same. Now the next step, what you can do? You can take 3x minus 1 outside. From these two terms, 3x minus 1 is taken outside. So what is remaining? In this term, if you take 3x minus 1, the remaining term is 4x. From here, if you take 3x minus 1, what is remaining? Minus 1 is remaining. So we have factorized 12x square minus 7x plus 1. That is, we could express the given polynomial as the product of two polynomials. That means we have factorized it. I think it is clear. Let us solve one more, then that will be clear to you. The second one. Yes, 2x square plus 7x plus 3. Can you factorize it? So using the splitting in the middle term method, you can solve this. So when you multiply, what you should get here? 2 into 3, that is 6 you should get. When you add, you should get the coefficient of x, that is 7. What are the numbers? Very simple, 6 and 1. 6 into 1, 6, 6 plus 1, 7. So splitting the middle term, you see, instead of 7x, what you can write? You can write 6x plus 1x. 6x plus 1x plus 3. Okay, now what is common here? X is common, 2 is common. So 2x is taken outside. So what is remaining here? 1x is remaining. From 3x, you have taken 2x outside. So what is remaining? 3 is remaining. Because 2x into x, 2x square, 2x into 3, 6x. Here what is common? Here only 1 is common. So 1 you have taken outside. So what is remaining? 1 into x, 1x, 1 into 3, that is 3. Now you see x plus 3 is common. Always you should get like this. Okay, now x plus 3 is common, that is taken outside. So what is remaining here? Yes, 2x is remaining. X plus 3 is taken outside. What is remaining? Plus 1 is remaining. So what we have done? We have factorized it. So we could express the given polynomial as a product of two factors. I think it is clear. Now let us solve the next one. The remaining problems you can do it yourself. Now let us solve question number 5. The first one. P of x is equal to, yes, P of x is equal to x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. You have to factorize it. Here also we have done factorization, but the degree was 2 here. But here the degree is 3. It's a cubic polynomial. It's a quadratic polynomial. In quadratic polynomial, you can use splitting the middle term method. Here you cannot use it. So you have to find a factor by trial and error method. So we are going to find a factor. So we are going to find what is P of 1 first. If P of 1 is a 0, you can say that x minus 1 is a factor. If it is not 0, you have to substitute. You have to find my P of minus 1. Then you have to find P of 2, P of minus 2, etc. So let us find what is P of 1. Instead of x, you should have to substitute 1. So it becomes 1 cube, minus 2 into 1 square minus 1 plus 2. What is the answer? 1 cube is 1. 1 square is 1. 1 into minus 2, that is minus 2. Here we have minus 1. Here we have plus 2. You see, plus 2 minus 2 cancel, plus 1 minus 1 cancel, answer is 0. So P of 1 is equal to 0. From this, what we conclude, which implies x minus 1 is a factor. X minus 1 is a factor. You see, children, how can you check whether x minus 1 is a factor? To check x minus 1 is a factor, you have to put x minus 1 is equal to 0, x is equal to 1. So you have to find out what is P of 1. If P of 1 is 0, we say that x minus 1 is a factor, isn't it? But here what we found, what is P of 1 first. We got P of 1 is equal to 0. Then what we conclude? We conclude that x minus 1 is a factor. If x minus 1 is a factor, P of 1 is equal to 0. Then the reverse we can say. If P of 1 is equal to 0, x minus 1 will be a factor. So we found that x minus 1 is a factor. Now we have to find out other factors also. So what will be the other factors? To find the other factors, you have to divide x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2 by what? X minus 1. Because x minus 1 is a factor. Now the given cubic polynomial, if you divide by this polynomial, you will be getting a quadratic polynomial again. That will be similar to this type. Then you can use split in the middle term method. Okay. Now let us divide x cube minus this given polynomial by x minus 1. Because when you divide this by x minus 1, what will be the remainder? Remainder will be 0 because x minus 1 is a factor. Now let us divide. You know how to divide this. You see, you have to take, here you should write the terms in decreasing degree order. So here degree is 1, here degree is 0. Here also you have to write in the decreasing order 3, 2, 1, 0 order. Okay, degree is 3, here the power is 3, here the power is 2, here the power is 1, here it is 0. Okay, degree is okay. Now let us divide this. What is x cube divided by x? The first step is this term you should divide by the first term. X cube by x. What is x cube by x? If you want, you can write here. Okay, let us write here. What is x cube by x? That is equal to x square. So x cube by x is equal to x square. Now x square into x, x cube, x square into minus 1, minus 1 x square, minus 1 x square. Now you subtract. Always the first term will become 0. So it is 0. Now minus 2x square plus 1x square. What is minus 2 plus 1? That is minus 1. So it becomes minus 1x square. Let us write the remaining terms down. Okay, just as you do the normal division. Now you have to divide minus 1x square by x. What you will be getting? Minus x square by x. This term you should divide by this term. So what you will be getting? X square, x cancel, you will be getting minus x. So here you should write minus x because minus x into x, that is minus x square. Minus x square means minus 1x square. Okay. Now minus x into minus 1, that is plus x. Minus x into minus plus x into 1x, that's all. Now you subtract. It becomes plus, it becomes minus, you add. It becomes 0 again. What is minus x minus x? Minus 2x. It is 1 mango, total 2 mangoes. So minus 1, minus 2. Okay, so minus 2x. Write down the next term, that is plus 2. Now what you have to do? This term you should divide by x. So minus 2x, when you divide by x, what you will be getting? Yes, you will be getting minus 2. So you should write here minus 2 because minus 2 into x, that is minus 2x. Minus 2 into minus 1. What is minus into minus? Plus. 2 into 1, 2. Now you subtract. It becomes plus, it becomes minus. You just add it. It becomes 0, it becomes 0. So you get the remainder 0. So what do we conclude? Yes, when you factorize the given polynomial by x minus 1, you got what? You got a quadratic polynomial. What is that? The quadratic polynomial is x square minus x minus 2. It is similar to this. Now what you can do? You can factorize it by splitting the middle term method. You know what is a splitting the middle term method? When you multiply, what you should get? 1 into minus 2 you should get. When you multiply, you should get minus 2. 1 into minus 2, minus 2. When you add, what you should get? Minus 1 you should get, coefficient of x. So what are the numbers? When two numbers, when you multiply, you should get minus 2. Two numbers, when you add, you should get minus 1. The numbers are minus 2 and 1. You see, what is minus 2 into 1? Minus 2. What is minus 2 plus 1? Minus 1. Isn't it? So the numbers, we got the numbers. So that is equal to x square minus x, we are going to split it. Minus 1x, that can be written as minus 2x, yes, plus 1x. Then minus 2, that is equal to, what is common here? X is common, that is taken outside. What is remaining? X minus 2. Here what is common? 1 is common, then you get x minus 2. Now x minus 2 is common, that is taken outside. You see here x minus 2, x minus 2. So what is remaining? Here x is remaining, here plus 1 is remaining. So we have factorized it. So how can you factorize x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2? When you factorize this, what you will be getting? One factor is x minus 1. What are the other factors? Other factors are x minus 2 and x plus 1. You see, here the degree is 3. So 3 factors you will be getting. Here the degree is 2. So you got 2 factors. Degree is 2, 2 factors. Degree is 3. So you will be getting 3 factors. So the first factor you have to find out by trial and error method. You have to find out p of 1. If it is not 0, find p of minus 1. If it is not 0, find p of 2. Then p of minus 2. Then when you solve 2-3 times, you will be getting 0. Okay. So if 1 is 0, x minus 1 is a factor. You divide like this. Then you proceed. You will be getting a quadratic polynomial. This quadratic polynomial, when you splitting the middle term method, when you factorize, you will be getting 2 factors. Thus, you got finally 3 factors. The one is this and the other 2 is here. So total 3 factors. Now let us solve one more problem. Okay, the second one. So you have to factorize. It is given that p of x is equal to x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. So you have to factorize it. So what you have to do? By trial and error method, you have to find the first factor. Let us find p of 1. Instead of x, you substitute 1. So you will be getting, yes, minus 9 into 1 minus 5. That is equal to 1 minus 3 minus 9 minus 5. So 9 plus 5, 14 plus 3 is 17. Minus 17 plus 1, that is minus 16. So p of 1 is not equal to 0. So you cannot find the factor. X minus 1 is not a factor. Now let us find out p of minus 1. You see here, when you substitute p of 1, you got 0. So x minus 1 is a factor. But here p of 1 is not 0. So x minus 1 is not a factor. Okay. Now let us find out what is p of minus 1. So instead of x, let's substitute minus 1. So it becomes 3 into minus 1 square minus 9 into minus 1 minus 5. What is minus 1 cube? That is minus 1. Minus 1 square is plus 1. Plus into minus, minus 3. Now minus into minus plus, so it will become plus 9. It is minus 5. So let us add the positive numbers first. So only 1, 9. Negative numbers, 3 plus 1, 4 plus 5, 9. 9 minus 9, 0. So you get p of minus 1 is equal to 0. If p of minus 1 is equal to 0, what will be a factor? If p of 1 is equal to 0, x minus 1 is a factor. If p of minus 1 is equal to 0, what is a factor? Yes, x plus 1 is a factor. Because if x plus 1 is a factor, the remainder will be p of minus 1, isn't it? That will be 0. Okay, here p of minus 1 is equal to 0, so x plus 1 is a factor. Now how many factors will be there? Degree is 3, so 3 factors will be there. So the first factor we got. The remaining 2 factors we have to find out. For that, what you have to do? Yes, x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. Okay, minus 5. It has to be divided by x plus 1. So the remainder will be 0. Okay. What is x cube by x? That is x square. Because x square into x is equal to x cube. Here, the first term should be always same. Okay. So x square into x, x cube. X square plus 1, that is 1x square. Subtract, it will become minus, it will become plus, sorry, it also become minus. So when you subtract, it will become 0. Minus 3x square minus 1x square minus 4x square, because minus 3 minus 1, that is minus 4. Write down the next numbers, that is minus 9x minus 5. Now minus 4x square by x, what is the answer? Minus 4x. You see, what is minus 4x into x? Minus 4x square. Minus 4x into 1, that is minus 4x. Yes, change the symbol and you add. So what you will be getting? 0. Here minus 9x plus 4x. Yes, you will be getting minus 5x. Write down the next number. So minus 5x by 5, that is minus 5, because minus 5 into x, that is minus 5x, minus 5 into plus 1, that is minus 5. When you subtract, it will become plus, it also become plus. When you add, you get 0. So the remainder becomes 0. So what is a factor? Yes, x square minus 4x minus 5 is a factor. Now you have to factorize it by using splitting the middle term method. Here when you multiply, what you should get? Here it is 1. 1 into minus 5, that is minus 5, isn't it? So 1 into minus 5, that is minus 5. When you add, what you should get? When you add, you should get minus 4. What are the numbers? You should find two numbers so that when you multiply those two numbers, you should get minus 5. When you add, you should get minus 4. So the numbers are, yes, minus 5 and 1. Minus 5 and 1. You see, minus 5 into 1, minus 5. Minus 5 plus 1, that is minus 4. So this becomes x square. Instead of minus 4x, what you can write? Minus 5x plus 1x. Okay, then minus 5. That is equal to what is common? X is common. X minus 5. What is common? 1 is common, isn't it? 1 is taken outside from these two terms. So it becomes x minus 5. You see, x minus 5 is common. So x minus 5, that is equal to x minus 5 is taken outside. What is remaining? X plus 1. So you got three factors. First one is x plus 1. The other two factors are x minus 5 and x plus 1. So thus we have factorized the given polynomial.